The Converted Man here to address another meme. It takes more faith to be an atheist. Well, that's interesting. This statement contains two logical fallacies, 2Q and straw man. Straw man because it doesn't take any faith to be an atheist, and the 2Q because it's the U2. Well, maybe I have faith, but you do too, and you have more of it. Ooh! Well, wait a minute. So, is faith good or bad? Because if faith is good, then I should have more of it, which means I'm better off having more faith. And if faith is bad, then not only are we both wrong, but we should endeavor to have as little faith as possible, which is actually why I'm a skeptic, which means your whole statement just kind of folded in on itself. A similar assertion to this is that it takes more faith to believe that nothing created the universe rather than something. And again, it's a straw man and a 2Q. You do not know that my position is that unless I make the statement that my position is that. And again, it's a 2Q. Either faith is good or bad, and the whole thing there. So, if my position is that nothing created the universe, why does that take any faith at all? How do you know that? You don't. You have not heard my argumentation for that. You have not heard or seen my evidence or reasons that I think that this is potentially true. And so you're simply making a statement that is unsupported. You're making a straw man or even a statement from ignorance because you don't know my true position yet. So you need to let me or the group or whoever it is you're addressing make their statement and listen to what they're saying and don't put words into their mouths or into their heads. Don't say, oh, well, you just believe the universe came from nothing. No, I personally don't. I don't know what the universe came from. I have no idea. That's up to science to decide. We're not there yet for science, but we've got a lot of different ideas. One of them is actually that the universe came from nothing. And that idea is intriguing to me. It could be a possibility. It is bizarre to me that the person wants me to be open-minded about God, which is something that to me is pretty implausible, but something that as a objective person, I want to keep an open mind on. I want to say, okay, this is a potential possibility. Fine. All right. Then that also means that nothing is a potential possibility for the culprit that created the universe, no matter if that makes sense to me intuitively or not. So I would implore those who use these memes, which is really what they are, they've caught on and they're being used all the time, of either it takes more faith to be an atheist or prove that there is no God, that they stop doing it because it doesn't work, and take a moment, learn about logic, and go make the best argument you can make. Or make statements that are better than the ones you're making now. Because I'm trying to inform you that these statements are logically incoherent. These statements are incorrect. They're wrong. They're not going to function in the way that you desire them to. And we're just going to laugh. We're going to roll our eyes. We're going to walk away. And your goal is not going to be met. Your goal is to persuade us that you're right, and you can't do that by performing logical fallacies. Unless or until you give us logically coherent statements and logically coherent arguments, we have to continue to be skeptical of your claims.